Hey, this is just the video for songwriters on how to write a hit song or a catchy commercial sort of song. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about chord progressions, and I'm going to show you 50 strong chord progressions that are strong harmonically that will be the first step in writing a good tune. So hopefully you can learn something out of this. Also, I believe the key to a good song is a good chord progression. That's one of the first and most important things. If you have a crap chord progression, you're going to have a crap song. It's just the way it is. Also, you have to learn to use certain colourful chords on some of those progressions for it to work or stand out and be strong harmonically. And what makes a good chord, like what makes good music in general, is strong intervals in the chords, like strong harmony. So a good chord will have a good, basically a chord is a bunch of intervals on top of each other, and there'll be certain intervals that resonate that are strong. There's strong intervals in music, and there's ones that add colour. Sort of the strong ones are the major thirds, the perfect fourths and fifths, and then you get your major seconds that add a bit more flavour to it, and then you can get your major major six chords and major seven chords, a more jazzy feel, and all sorts of the makeup of intervals. Like when you put it all together, and if they're strong intervals, you're going to have a nice sounding chord, and you strip back music. All music is a bunch of musical intervals, played together. And if you've got a good ear for music, you'll sort of just, you won't need to learn this sort of stuff. You'll just pick it up naturally. Like naturally, your ear will tell you what sounds good and what sounds crap, and that's important, because good music. If you have a really good ear, you'll learn to know what sounds good and what doesn't. And a way to test your if you've got a good ear or not is those interval tests, those ear tests. The ones that you have to pick out the intervals. They play two notes, and you have to say what interval that is. Like if it's a major third or a perfect fourth or a perfect fifth. I can't stress enough how important those tests are. They're really, people look past them, but they're important because it'll tell you what level of ability you'll have at music by getting that how good your ear is, and it's important. Nothing beats having a good ear. Really, there's no substitute for it. No substitute for talent. Really, that's all I can say. It's just the way it is, really. But even if you don't have such a good ear, you can still write songs and learn some tricks and stuff to help you write better songs. And also, you can get your songs critiqued by people that might have a better ear than you, so they can help you and tell you what's sounding good in your song and what's sounding weak in your song. So you can always get past that sort of thing if you don't have such a good ear. But if you have a good ear, that helps like so much. It's just like it's a gift. It's a gift from the gods. Anyway. I'm going to show you these 50 chord progressions then. So hopefully you won't be asleep by the end of it. And I'll use examples as well of songs. So basically what I'm doing is, the way I'm explaining chord progressions is, say if I say a 6-5-1-4 chord progression, that's the 6th chord of the major scale, the 5th chord of the major scale, the 1st chord of the major scale, and the 4th chord. And say we're in the key of G. And I decide to do a 1-5-6-4 in the key of G. The 1st chord of the G major scale is the G. The 5th chord is a D. The 6th chord is a E minor, and the 4th chord is a C. Cool. So that's the way I'm going to do it. So basically, root notes of the scale. I'm talking about the 1st note of the scale, the 5th note of the scale, the 6th note of the scale, the 4th note of the scale, chord progressions. So that's the root note. So that's most important, to start off with the root note, and you can add colourful chords over the top of that root note when you've learned what sort of chords fit and what not. So I'm going to go through it. 50 chord progressions, 50 strong chord progressions that will, that will give you a good chance to start off with at writing a good song. So the first one is the most fresh chord progression I think I've ever heard in pop music. It's the old 156. Oh, the old 1564, eh? The old Loza, the old Munja. So yeah, the 1564 G, D, E minor, C, and don't worry about what chords I'm playing. Just I'm just showing you the 1564. We'll get to the chords later. Anyway, so. With or without you. U2 uses that. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend. Chili's, they use that same one too. What's the other one? Black Eyed Peas. When you practice what you do, could you turn the that one as well. So there's heaps of songs. That's only 3 songs, but there's thousands. Second chord progression, the old 4-5-6, which if we were in the key of G, the old 4th note of the G major scale, C, then 5D, and then an E minor. So. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Sorry. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. Gabe Bondoc uses that too. Gabe Bondoc is a singer-songwriter on YouTube. He's the most talented person I've ever seen in the world. He uses that in one of his songs, Tempory. This temporary feeling is only temporary one. So you see, that's the old. You see it at work, the old 4-5-6, and it's a real strong chord progression because it's building up to that minor, and it's a sense of, seriousness in that chord progression. It's real strong. It's emotional. The old 1-3-6-4, C, E minor, A minor, F. Old Pete Murray, Australian artist. He uses this in his song Better Days. I've seen better days. Turn my face in my hands. Get down on my knees and I'm pretty good. Won't you push me through to the end? So Pete Murray there for you. 1-6-5-4, C, A minor, G, F if we're in the key of C. C, the first, A minor, the 6. Oh, sorry, wait, I've jumped the gun here. C, A minor. I missed the third chord progression now. This is a C, A minor, F, G. Say it's in the key of C. This is a 1-6-4-5. See, this chord progression is common as well. Earth angel, please be mine. Love you for a time. A fool in love with you. Moving on. And then we go back to the 5th chord progression is the old 1-6-5-4, which is a C, A minor, G, F. We're in the key of C here. So I'm going to change keys for different chord progressions. I might be in the key of G, might be in the key of C. It's just how it is. C, A minor, G, F. Oh, this is a classic one. Big Me, Foo Fighters were in the key of C. So the old 1-6-5-4. Well, I talk about it, blah blah blah. Reasons only new. That song, yeah, Big Me. That's got the old 1-6-5-4 in it. Next one is a 1-2, which is so in the key of C. Would have a C and a D minor. So the 1 to the 2nd chord. So. Reggae songs do that, what's that? Save me from this memory. How far is it? And blah 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 blah. Or something so true is hear from you, and I hope that you see you're the best of me. It's a bit high for me. That's the old Black Seed, Something So True. So that's the old 1-2 chord progression. A lot of reggae songs use that chord progression. It's just a nice cruisy sort of. Just floats by. It's a cruisy sort of one. Well, this next one's a bit of a bell ringer. It's a 4-5-3-6-5, and so in the key of G, it'll be a C, D, E minor, B minor, sorry, and then E minor, and then D. C, D, B minor, E minor, D. And Gabe Bondoc again, this YouTube guy I'm going on about. He has a song called the Twitter Song, and in the verse it has those chords. Maybe it's not in the same key, but it has that sort of that chord progression, the old 4-5-3-6-5. So this is the start on the 4th chord with the G major scale, and again to go to the 5th. So you're telling me there's a way to see what anybody's doing at any given moment, but that's me and you. So that's an example. Next one is this one's a chord progression used by Bill Withers for Just the Two of Us. It's also used Biggie Smalls, Big Papa. So this is a, if I had to give you the actual chord progression, it's a 4-3-6, then a flat 6, then a 5, then a 1, 4-3-6. So we'll do it. In the key of G, so yeah. So here we go. I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun rolls on you. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us, you and I. So that's a really strong chord progression. That's groovy as, jazzy as. If you wrote a song using that chord progression, that'll be a winner, man. Be a winner. Next chord progression is a 6-5-4-5. This is a pretty cool one as well. And actually, their recent song by Kimbra and Goyte Somebody that I used to know that uses the old 6-5-4-5, and I believe that chord progression helped that song. That's why that song's as strong as it is, because of that harmonic chord progression. So we'll do it in the key of G. So 6-5-4-5. Start on the 6th, the minor, E minor, then go into the 5th, the D, then the 4th, the C, back to the 5th. You didn't have to cut me out, finger like it would happen when we were nothing. And I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger, and that feels so rough. You didn't have to do blah 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 da, but we were nothing. And I don't even need your love. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. So that's strong, man, that chord progression, especially with those tasty chords there. See these intervals, that make up the chord, they're nice, and I'll go through the intervals and chords later. But see, that's Goyte. That's next is a 6-5-4-3. Yeah, 6-5-4-3. So say doing the key of C, sort of like a like that Spanish chord progression, like. Anyway, so yeah, that's the old 6-5-4-3, which would be like A minor, G, F to the E7. Next one is a 4-5. The key of G, 4th chord and the 5th chord. what's an example is, I think you're pretty without any makeup on. I think you're funny when you tell the punchline. So that's that Katy Perry song. So there's another chord progression. She uses that in the verse. Nice, just real nice, strong chord progression. That one is sort of like building, but not, it's building, but then going back. It's sort of like building up for something. It's going to build up. Mamma mia. Okay. 1-4-5. Oh Jesus, the old 1-4-5. Do this in the key of E, E major. First chord is an E, fourth A, fifth. And what song is using that chord progression? Millions of songs have used that chord progression. One that comes to mind is this one. You might have heard it a lot on the radio. Baby, you light up my one like nobody else. This journey gets me home. See, in that song they use that chord progression, just that. See, 1-4-5. Cool, and then there's 1-5-4. Burn full of Asher on the 45, and then full of Asher on the 45, full of Asher on the 45, full of Asher on the 45. See, that's another catchy one. That's a winner. Solid gold hits right there. This next one. 6-2-5-1-4-7-3, and that is so in the key of C. So do the 6th chord of the C major scale, then the 2nd is the D minor, then the 5th, which is the G, then the 1, which is the C, 4th, which is the F, 7th, which is the half diminished B, and then the E, which is the 3rd. And in that song, first I was afraid, I was petrified. I'll keep loving by my side. Just treat me now, treat me wrong. Yeah, so that's that chord progression. That's a cool one. It's a real few chords in there. So we're getting through them. Next one is a 4-6. And a chord progression that's used. Someone that uses this is Gabe Bondoc. Again, that YouTube singer-songwriter. The man. He uses it in his cover of LFO, Girl on TV. Fourth chord to the 6th. Wish for you on a falling star, wondering where you are. Do I ever cross your mind in the ropes? I'm trying to forget about that, but she's from the city of angels. A lot Betty Davis, name's Gina Gabe. Never know what she means to me. I fell for the girl that's on TV. Yeah, I did a few extra chords in there, but just focused on that 4th to the 6th. Quite nice, it's a strong chord progression. Cool, next one is 4-6-5. In the key of G. 4-6-5. Oh, wait. Let's do it in C. So 4, 6, the minor 5th when the key is C. Gabe Bondoc Monster, he uses that chord progression. I'm not a monster, I know you're fragile, I know that I've got some explaining to do. I don't seem to tell you I love you, and to keep room I see. So that's the old 4-6-5. Next one is 1-3-4-3-2-5. Oh yeah, Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing, he uses this, and I think it's the bridge of his song. Never these blues. Ah, crap, sorry, bear with me. That's a good one. That's a real good chord progression. Next one, 4-6-3-2. This one is 4. Sorry. You can be the cash, I can be the rubber band, you can in and out, you can be the boom, you can run out on the room, you can you're the cigarette, and I'm a smoker, replace a bed, that's that Miguel Shaw thing. So that's that chord progression, that's a catchy one, that's used in that song. So again, that's a 4-6-3-2. This next one is a 1-5-6-3-4. Crap, hold up. 1-5-6-3-4-1-4-5 or a 1-5-6-3-4-6-5. And an example of that chord progression is, sorry, in the key of Canon and D. Fuck, hold on. Sorry, I'm getting naked. Fuck. I'll just stop it there.